good day, even though it can be tough right now, But yeah, I'm just sending the best of luck to y'all. And yeah, so who else out there is struggling to keep your apartment right now? I'm not really speaking for myself, but I have been there. Well, actually, I kind of got out before it became a real struggle. But yeah, I just want to see who all out there is having a hard time maintaining the life that you thought was, normal and for you and whatnot. You know, um, just curious, what's good, yo? Yeah, I'm just trying to see, man. Smash that like button, bro. Let's get somebody else up in here because I want to make this video about breaking free. Just giving somebody even a spark of interest to leave their apartment behind, to stop just living in that system that's so controlling, and to break free, do something a little different. You know what I mean? That's what I'm about right now. Is trying to see if I can find somebody else out there that maybe needs to hear this because I quit renting 7 years ago. I quit renting apartment. Um, but I see on a lot of YouTube here in America so many people struggling to maintain their apartment. They're slipping months behind in rent. Um, so yeah, I was just kind of waiting to hopefully see some people up in here that are struggling with that type of thing, and 'cause I got some advice for them. But until now, yeah, I'm just the map. The thumbnail on here is a map of areas that are known to have gold out here in Oregon. So yeah, we're gonna hit one of those areas up here in just a little bit if I can find a little bit more gas. But yeah, so who out there is struggling to keep y'all apartment right now or wherever you live? Man, if anybody's out there struggling, put in a comment, you know what I'm saying, or smash that like button, and then I know I'm talking to somebody. You feel me? Because I want this information to reach the right people who is maybe struggling with housing right now. With maybe you're just a single person. Maybe you don't have 2-3 incomes in a single household. It's Tim Pool. What's good? What's good? How's it going? How's it going, yo? Hey, sir, like number 3. All right, what's good, y'all? How y'all doing? 7 watching. Let's go. Let's go. We got 14 up in here. Smash that like button if anyone out there, or even if you know somebody out there struggling to maintain housing right now. I'm just curious. I'm just because it's leading somewhere. Trust me. I got something for y'all because me myself, I haven't rented an apartment in 7 years. You feel me? I seen this struggle that we're in now. I seen it coming because I was very aware of things going on, and I left that life behind 7 years ago. So I'm just hoping that maybe I can spark a little interest and somebody to quit participating in this rat race, barely surviving. You know what I'm saying? Because this rat race, yo, we gotta let it go. And I know, that's hard. That's hard to take in. That's what most of our foundation of life has been based off of, is this rat race system. And I'm telling you, you will be so much happier when you get out that apartment. Just go. Just get you. I got this. Okay, I got a free car. I turned a free car that I found online. Somebody's asking $500 for it. It didn't run though. And I was like, man, could you really just help me out with it? Like, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't have anybody else that wanted it. So he eventually messaged me back and said, yeah, come get it. Bet. Got a free car. It just needed a fuel pump. Put a fuel pump in it. I ended up finding out that's what it needed by tinkering with it. And, you know, I'm a mechanic. So got it running real good. You know, gave it a little tune up. Sold it. Bought a Ford Expedition. Traded that for an RV, which is what I'm in now. But I already had an RV before all this. I had a 35-foot Class A RV, big old RV, and I liked it. But you know, it's a little bit too big. Like you can't park in near as many places. You know, so I've been through it. You feel me? This was like a $15,000 RV that I ended up leaving behind. Well, me and my ex had it together, you know, and then when we broke up, like it never felt like home after that. So I ended up leaving it and you know, need some work. I got it in Seattle, Washington, where it rains just all the time. So the rain had kind of got to it. And so anyways, I left that behind, took off, you know, while having some land. Everyone struggles. I'm building paycheck to paycheck, so no mortgage. Yeah, so what you saying, you know, like you're renting or what you mean, so no mortgage? Just curious, because you know another option for people is to find areas like I hate to really even say this because yeah, it's a struggle, but at the same time, it's freedom, and freedom doesn't come easy. So keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? If you want to break free, there's going to come things with that. It's not going to be easy. So, but there is land that you can get for $200 down. $200 down. That's it. Gets you into land, and you pay like $350 a month or whatever. That's just what the price that I set up that I wanted to pay. $350 a month. Boom. I'm over halfway done paying it off now. I just owe just over $6,000 on it. So, you know, I'm working on getting that paid off. But in the meantime, I've been just I lived off the land for the first 2 years that I was paying on it. But you know, I was me not being from that area at all, having no ties to that area at all, being from Montana, you know, a whole other state and everything. Like certain areas don't really like newcomers so much, or can make it tough for you to find a job. You know, so yeah, you know, I've even just kind of let that go for a minute, and I'm just out here enjoying life the best I can. You know, the whole summer I was out at the ocean, and then as soon as it got too rainy out there, I was like, man, I don't really want to be in the rain all year. So like, or you know, for the rest of the year, and so I took off inland and worked my way down into this pocket in the mountains right here where we still get a little rain, but not near as much as like west and north, you know, that part of Oregon, and not near as much as Washington. Oh my God, Washington gets so much rain during the winter. It's bad, and you don't see the sun. But so what I'm saying is 7 years ago, I left the apartment life behind. It wasn't for me anymore. And this was before it was a struggle to even keep an apartment. This was before all that. But, you know, I could easily keep that apartment, but I wasn't happy there. So why throw away money for something that doesn't even make you happy? At that point, you really are a slave. And I was a slave. If you're paying all this money to keep something that you're not even happy in, like, you know what I'm saying? That's where you got to give yourself a reality check and be like, man, maybe maybe this isn't for me, you know? And there's so many options. There's so many different options that people can really do to break away from the system. You know, people have built pallet houses, like cabins, out of pallets for like free, basically. Really close to free. Just out in the woods, there's so much land, so much forest land, so much. There's just so much off-grid land out here in America. It's wild to me that the prices of everything are the way they are, yet so many people are still participating in this life they think they need. And I mean, if it's that much struggle, like, and if you end up being like me, where you just don't even like being there anymore, I tell you what, one of the best decisions I made was to sell the 3 cars that I had while I was in that apartment. I sold them all. I got 1 car, and I ended up taking off to Washington. And I ended up just driving all over Washington, literally all over it. I was just like doing like star patterns and circles, and like I drove all over Washington. I loved it. There's so much to see out there. And I ended up realizing that I loved it so much that I ended up buying a van, a nice van, and I put a mattress in it and tinted the windows 5% and put a nice sound system in it and had all my tools, everything I needed. Life was good. Life was good again. Just I was just bouncing all over the ocean, all over everywhere. Just enjoying life, just straight up enjoying life. And so I did that for a while, and then I ended up getting that 35-foot RV. Been there. That was cool for a minute, but out in Washington, it was way too hard because with that big of a rig, you pull up to even try to get groceries and stuff, and they're like knocking at your door, telling you to leave, like, and you haven't even like got out of the vehicle yet. Like, dang, bro, I just pulled up. I'm just trying to get groceries. I'm not trying to move in. I'm not trying to move into your parking lot. Trust me. I'm just trying to get some groceries. Oh no, you got to go right now. Well, okay. Easy there. I'm literally not doing anything. But that was my experience with the 35-foot RV in Washington. So I ended up leaving there, come down to Oregon, and then I ended up finding this land online, and I was like, man, that sounds like a steal of a deal. Like, regardless, even just to own a chunk of land for $15,000 total with only $200 down, that's something. And this land you can actually get away with slow building on. So as soon as you pay off this land, you can actually legally camp out there as long as you dig a septic. You're good. They can't tell you nothing out there, and that's one of the last places that you can do that. So, I know nobody wants to hear this. I know it. I already know that nobody wants to hear how to break free of the system. Ain't nobody want to do it. But it's not going to stop me from trying to help somebody think outside the box a little bit. You feel me? Because one hand helping another hand, and that's how we change the world. So, you know, regardless of what you think on the situation, if you struggling to maintain an apartment, well, no, that's a I see what you're saying though. That's funny. That's funny, man. They're not even $5 anymore. At least not out here, man. They'd be like $7, $8, $9, $10 and stuff, like 11. Yeah, but I'm just trying to help motivate anyone to leave the apartment life and stuff behind, because for me, it was the best decision I ever made. And yes, this life that I'm living now in my RV here, it's a struggle, but it comes with a lot more freedom. At least I don't have to struggle in the same area day after day after day after day after day after day for years. I don't have to do none of that. So to me, that's freedom. To me, being able to have the ability to not have to live in one little tiny little spot on this planet when there's so much to go explore and see. Like, you're not really experiencing freedom until you go out and see a few places at least. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to travel the whole United States, really, but I challenge anyone to just go out there and just try to see. You can do that with a RV, yo. What, bro? All you need is a solar panel. All you need for that is a solar panel, bro. That's it. You can have your video games and hook up your internet. You can do all that with an RV. Wait till I have the money, man. I'm gonna go out and find me some gold. Wait till I have the money, man. I'm gonna trick this thing out, bro. I'm gonna have solar. I'm gonna have all that. I know somebody right over here right now holding a sign who has all that. He has gold finding. He has a really nice gold detector, gold pans, all that stuff. We about to go find some gold out here. It's just right up the road, man. Right up the road. Gold is $4,200 an ounce right now. What are we doing working, bro? That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm really trying to. Why are we giving everything we got to a system that literally just wants to? The system don't fucking care about you, bro. You feel me? It don't. That's the truth. That's the truth, okay? They might pretend like they do, okay? There are some really good pretenders out there, but bro, the system does not care about you. Okay? Back in the day when I thought I had a child, hear me out for a second. When I thought I had a child back in the day and I wanted to go take time off, even just a week, anything to go be with my newborn, they told me no. They told me absolutely not. I could not do that. Bro, the system doesn't care about you. You feel me? I don't know how else to get that through to y'all. The system does not care about you. I know that's where I lose all my watchers when I say this, but it's very, very true. I couldn't even go be with my newborn child, who that ended up not being my kid when it was all said and done. A year later, I found out. But still, beside the point, I wanted to go be with my newborn, and they told me no, not at all. Couldn't even have not one day. So, and the system does not care about you. And that was actually one of the last times that I was ever a puppet to the system. I pretty much broke my strings at that point, and yeah, I've like worked and stuff, but not. Even like, because I haven't rented in 7 years now. Literally, I have not rented. I've not spent not one single dollar on rent in 7 years now. That's what I'm talking about. You feel me? That's that freedom. I know. Some of y'all ain't quite there yet, but I gotta just keep planting these seeds, man. Because the sooner everybody wakes up, the sooner this system goes crash and burn. You feel me? That's all it takes. And we that know have been saying this for over 10 years now. People that really know have been saying this for over 10 years now. All it would take is y'all to quit your goddamn jobs for a fucking couple days. 2-3 days, the whole system would be done. They're not going to continue to function if nobody's working. No, the system doesn't fucking care about you, bro. If you can't even get time to be with your newborn child, if you can't even get them to loan you some gas money so that you can keep coming to work because maybe you're having a bad week, bro, the system does not care about you. It does not keep everyone alive. That is a lie. That is a programmed, manufactured lie. There are millions of people who do not have a job. It's about letting go of that mentality, bro. The system does not. The system is going to have to be reconstructed. Okay? The prices of everything have gone through the roof, yet wages are still way down here. All they want to do is make the poor people even poorer, make the poor people lose everything, and let the rich keep being rich. That's the whole design. The middle class is like damn near gone now. And I'm not the only one saying this. At all. At all. So I'm really praying somebody opens up their single eye, because your eyes, people's eyes ain't working, their ears ain't working. Man, open up that single eye and see what I'm talking about. Man, this system does not care about you. It may pretend to, at best. Why are people still making $15 an hour or less? A single one person, like, can barely, even if they can, even get by on that wage. Trying to keep an apartment. Man, let all that go, bro. Where's that apartment ever gonna get you for real? Like, not with the way that the wages are and the cost of living, cost of everything. Bro, that system's, it's dying off, bro. This is part of the transition that we are in right now between the old world and the new world. The old world is dying. People who actually know this. That old world is dying. The powers that were are being brought to their knees. Slowly, but it's happening. Arrests are being made. People are getting knocked out the equation. It's happening. So, I know there's a lot of Democrats out there that just want to keep the world all fucked off. You know what I'm saying? That's all they care about, is the more people out there killing and robbing and man, just fucking being tyrants, man, and shit. Like, man, bro, let me show y'all something, man. Here in America, okay, here in America, we have a thing called the Constitution of the United States. You feel me? This is something that we have. And if you're a U.S. citizen and you don't at least have this copy, at least, you need something to stand up for our rights, homie. Because if people don't start standing up for our rights, we're going to lose them. We're losing them now. So I challenge everybody to pick up a Constitution of the United States and carry that thing with you. So if ever you are tried, you can pull out your little Constitution here and start a business. You feel me? Bro, we've got to wake up, homie. This is the United States Constitution. I keep this thing with me 100% of the time. It's always within reach. I might not bring it into the store, but it's always, I can come back out and get this if I need. Because this right here is what America is built on. And they're trying to silence us. They're trying to bury this. Wake up, folks. Wake up, folks. We gotta be smarter than this, bro. They've used our co-creative abilities against us for way too long now. For way too long now. It's time to rise and shine, homie. This time we're in right now is known as the Great Awakening. That's what time we're actually in right now. Not like 10 years from now, not like 20 years from now, not like 30 years from now. No, like right now. So I can't stress this enough because people are sleeping and continuing to act like people who are awake are the problem. No, this broken ass system is the problem. The powers that be are the problem. Do you know the Illuminati originally came from Mars? Who knows that? The Illuminati actually came from Mars. The solar event that happens every almost 26,000 years, roughly, from what sources say, caused them to have to get out of there. The ones that did survive crash landed here on Earth, and there was already people here on Earth when this happened. And man, they said, they said, man, we're way more advanced than all y'all. Y'all is peasant ass fools, and y'all gonna work for us now. And that's pretty much what the fuck happened. Okay, the Illuminati took over. They're beings not even from this planet, but yet they control us. When are we gonna wake up? There's billions of us on this planet. There's billions of us. We outnumber them so heavily, it's disgusting that we're still living in the state that we're in. When are we going to rise? When are we going to peacefully... Okay, this is in our Constitution. Let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. You got your boy fired up this morning, man, because I'm tired of this, man. We gotta wise up, homie. So I believe right here, yeah, Amendment 1. Our First Amendment right, homie. First Amendment right here in America. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise, therefore, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. This is our very first amendment in the Constitution. Our very first one. Okay, why are we still not doing this? After all these years, I'm really honestly trying to get an organization going. I'm really actually trying to organize an event, and they aren't going to stop me because it's my First Amendment right as a U.S. citizen. My very first amendment, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peacefully to assemble, that's to gather, and to petition peacefully. We can peacefully petition the government for redress of grievances. Do you know what grievances, right? When you got a complaint about something, right? That's our very first amendment, people. Please wake up. Please wake up. Don't let these people control us any longer. We gotta stand on some business. Where's my patriots at? Where's my patriots at? Come on. Where's my patriots at? We got a country to save, homie. We're not going to do it just sitting on our ass, wishing. We got to speak about it. We got to be about it. Let's go. Hit me up on Discord, TrillDill93. Let's go. You feel me? I'm actually one of those people that practice what I preach. I'm not one of those people that sit there and bump my gums about stuff I don't actually do. You feel me? I have the Constitution right here with me. Yeah, it's just a small copy. It gets the job done for right now. It's more than probably you got. Bro. Society has been just too puppetized. Society is just too much controlled on these puppet strings, man. And it's sad. We had a constitution, but the more people just keep not caring about actual life, the more of this is going to burn until we wise up and stand together. I know that ain't what nobody want to hear. Ain't nobody want to hear to go leave your apartment because you ain't happy. But that's real. Okay? That's what I did 7 years ago. I really couldn't be happier. I stand on business, folks. This Constitution right here. We got to stand on that or we're losing it. Come on now. There's been people like me included, who have been speaking in the public to people who we meet about this for 10 years now, at least. For 10 years now, there's been so many like-minded individuals out there speaking about this stuff. And maybe one day, I can get more than 3 likes for talking about it. All right, peace, y'all.